And the Debrenic channel is back, and today we are talking about Lake Powell, Lake Mead, and we are going to be talking about Lake Navajo, how it didn't come to fruition, and I'll explain everything. I have some news on the upcoming forecast, and that's where we will start out, and here we go. So the forecast was clearly wrong in the last video that I did, and I will show you that here in a bit. They are still calling for quite a bit of precipitation and more to the west this time. They're calling for Telluride over here to get 1.9 inches and Creed to get 2.4, Spar City 2.46, Wagon Wheel Gap 2.48, Lake City 2.69. A nice little swap here in the Colorado Basin. This is fantastic news. If it comes to fruition, we have been let down already once. We come down here to close to Lake Navajo. They're still calling for 2.91. Now this is 10 days. It's hard to say if this will come to fruition because the last 4 or 5 days has been a real letdown, as most of the precipitation has moved to the east of the divide. There was a little bit of precipitation, and I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. Here is your 72-hour precipitation map, and you can see across the majority of the United States, this hurricane down here has been kicking up quite a bit of precipitation, bringing up gobs of precipitation, and it's been moving. The jet stream has been picking it up, moving it to the east, and you can see like even in St. Louis and even close to Louisville, it brought in a nice cold front, and Kansas City over here, you got Denver up here, and you can see that Arizona and New Mexico got the majority of the precipitation. Amarillo, Texas got quite a bit of precipitation. Oklahoma got quite a bit of precipitation. Just to the east of Wichita got quite a bit of precipitation. Unfortunately, the majority of this happened on the wrong side of the divide, the Rio Grande, and here's the Navajo River here. You can see that the precipitation they got is terrible, 0.13. Now this is right around the Continental Divide. This is not what we were looking forward to, and you can see up here they did get some precipitation over here, which is good news because some of this goes to Lake Powell over to the east of St. George, but some of this up here is in a whole different watershed altogether. So on the east side of the Continental Divide, 1.59 inches. It did not hit the western side of Colorado, so that's not a good thing. Down here is good, and all this right here, even like right here, it runs to the Colorado River, so this is 4.02. Here is a map of the upper Colorado River. As we roll down to Lake Navajo, I want to start off by saying a couple people have suggested that the point at the end of the lake level is just a waste of breath and have tried to explain to me why it was a waste of breath and so on and so forth. I shouldn't even be discussing this. It has never been an issue up until this last video. For some reason, somebody thought that it was a great idea to tell me how wrong I am, and nobody seemed to mind up until then. I will continue to read it like it is shown to me from the Bureau of Reclamation. So the Bureau of Reclamation does it this way. This is the way I do it. And the reason for that is because, let's go to Lake Navajo. Lake Navajo's current water level is 6,027.43. Now, if I was just to say that Lake Navajo's water level was 6,027, I could say it for a week, maybe sometimes two, before it goes down to 626 or up to 628. These lakes do not fluctuate that much in the grand scheme of things. Sometimes they fluctuate quickly. At Lake Havasu, they fluctuate pretty quick. At Lake Mojave, they fluctuate pretty quick. Lake Mead, Lake Powell, not so much. Lake Navajo, not so much. Flaming Gorge, not so much, and so on and so forth. So the reason why I do is the point is because the people that watch every day can get a good general sense that the lakes only come up just a few inches, maybe not even a few inches, maybe even a tenth of an inch. Who knows? But this is why I report it. The weatherman does report it, unlike somebody said. You can comment all you want. I'm not going to change my way of doing things. I've done it for 3 years, and you're the first people to bring it to my attention that this is a problem with you. That's a you problem. That ain't a me problem. So, no offense given, no offense taken. You're entitled to your opinion. This is my opinion, and we are going to have to agree to disagree. The current water level at Lake Navajo is 6,027.43 feet, and this is Saturday, June 25th, as it always is there. The level is 57.57 feet below full pool of 6,085. Changes since yesterday, 0.07 feet it has fallen, and this is like I just told you, because the majority of the water went to the east of the divide instead of the west of the divide. They're still saying that the precipitation's coming to the west of the divide, so fingers are crossed. Down to Lake Powell we go and see what's going on at Lake Powell. Lake Powell, your current water level at Lake Powell is 3,539.18 feet, and this was Saturday, June 25th. Just like I said, the level is 160.82 feet below full pool of 3,700. Changes since yesterday's 0.08 feet. We go check your inflows versus your outflows at Lake Powell and see what's going on there. Lake Powell's inflows are 12,740 CFS. Your outflows are 9,400 CFS. Lake Powell is up 2.98 feet over the last 14 measurements. Lake Powell is up 16.94 feet from the water low. Lake Powell is also down 21.52 feet from 1 year ago today. So Lake Powell has released 4,947,809 acre feet. They're pretty close to that 5 million mark of the 705 acre feet minimum required. So that's 65.97%. By content, Lake Powell is 28.11% of full pool. Down to Lake Mead we go. Lake Mead's water level is 1,043.54 feet. Sunday, June 26th. The level is 185.46 feet below full pool of 1,229. Changes since yesterday, 0.05 feet. This year, I have not been to Lake Mead yet this year, so I'm not sure if that's going on. I'm planning on going there in the fall. If I have enough money to go, I'm working on getting up the funds. This is why I've been busy the last few days trying to save some extra cash to do so, doing some side jobs and whatnot. This is why I have not been around. So fingers crossed that I can make it down there. And we're going to go to Lake Mead's inflows versus the outflows. Your inflows are 10,946 CFS. Your outflows are 13,100. Lake Mead is down 26.05 feet from 1 year ago. Lake Mead is at a low for water year of 24.58 feet from the high. Lake Mead has almost released 7 million acre feet of water at 6,845,308 acre feet. This is 76.06 of the minimum required of 9 million acre feet. By content, Lake Mead is 27.88% of full pool, and because I have so many people down in Lake Havasu that want to hear about Lake Havasu, it is the final stop of the night. Lake Havasu's water level is 449.35 feet. The level is 43.5 feet above full pool of 445. Changes since yesterday. It's actually on the decrease, 0.12. Lake Havasu's inflows are kind of like Lake Mead's outflows, 13,200. Your outflows are 13,100. Over the last 14 measurements, Lake Havasu is up a 0.62 feet overall. Thank you guys for stopping by. You guys have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless.